So I can't decide which one I'm going to play. I think right now it's going to be this, and I'll show you why. Hey, this is a video for Joseph Wells. He was asking to do a video game, and he said please very nicely. So this one's for you, man. I am going to do an N64 game after. I'm not saying which one yet. It was my all-time favorite, and I almost bought an N64 just for that game. But regardless, I'm going to go way back. This game came out in 2005, so that's 16 years ago. It's kind of an interesting story, though. The guy who created it made it for free, but it was so close to a game on the Xbox that I guess Microsoft or Blizzard Entertainment, they sent him like a cease and desist or something because it was impacting their sales, whatever. And anyway, there was a period where it was actually difficult to find because the guy, they pretty much scrubbed it from the internet. But the game, that this Geometry Wars, that was the Microsoft one, it wasn't even a full game. It was just a game within a game, like a Easter egg type thing. But I also hooked this up to my Nanoleaf panels, so the sound from the game is going to be exploding at me. So enough of that. That's why I chose the mouse today. It's a pure mouse-based game, nothing else. Mouse, click, and click. That's all you got. So it starts off pretty boring and slow, but we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, and a weird bug right off the get-go. You can't see your bullets for the first few seconds. I don't know why, but they should come right away. There you go. I know it's... Alright then. Okay, game's on. So, as far as video games go, I used to be diehard to the point where I think when I was around 26 years old, which is a while ago, I spent about 3 years with an entire team from around the world making a total conversion mod for a game called Postal 2 that was done by Running with Scissors, based out of Tucson, Arizona. Postal 2 was awesome. If you don't know about that game, you should go try it out. It's ultra violent and it's just ridiculously violent. You'd probably know about it. Anyway, the mod that we made for it's the most embarrassing game ever. Don't play it. Don't even go look it up. It was cool and fun in the beginning. Okay, this just escalated. All right, that was toast. I had to use a bomb. But yeah, it was actually a pretty crazy story. None of us knew what we were doing. We were all a bunch of misfits, just kind of playing around, and then some of us grouped together to say, hey, let's put all our talent together. Because there was people that were modelers, there was animators, there was level designers, there was special sound effects guys, voice acting, and we all put our heads together and we became Resurrection Studios. Alright. I am not as good as this as I used to be. But yeah, the game ended up getting published. No, we didn't get paid for it because it was just a mod. So, you can't... it just got included in their fudge pack, I think is what it was called at the time. And I have signed copies of a whole bunch. I'll bring those out later. Maybe I'll do a video on Eternal Damnation and just show you how bad it is. The voice acting, oh my god. And now I got a cat meowing in the background. Felix, I'm sorry, buddy. My hands are full. Don't worry, I fed him twice today already. Can you hear him? I think he's mad because he's not the star of the show tonight. Yeah, this is awesome. If you want to test out if your mouse is actually working properly and you've got good mouse skills, this is the game for that. Because you got to be super accurate. Once it gets really crazy, Anyway, as far as gaming goes, I was always a first-person shooter kind of guy. And I was never into multiplayer. I don't know why. When multiplayer came out, everyone was like, oh my god, have you, like... Sometimes I'd do one-on-one, like, back in the day with, like, Grand Theft Auto 1. You guys remember the one where you... the top-down view? That was the Grand Theft Auto that I grew up on. And that was awesome. I mean, my very first 3D first-person shooter was Wolfenstein. And as soon as I played Wolfenstein, I was hooked on PC. Like, I used to be a console guy back in the day. NES. I had a Super NES, I had an N64. I actually had a TurboGrafx 16. Let me know if you have ever heard of TurboGrafx 16, because I had one of those. That was awesome. And you can get an emulator for that too. I remember like Blazing Lasers, China Warrior. Yeah, I even had the first CD-ROM that was commercially available. It was for the TurboGrafx 16. I remember though, the crappy thing about it was I thought, oh my god, it's going to be so cool. All that the CD-ROM did for TurboGrafx 16 was it would hold the data on the first track. Like if you put that game CD into a regular CD player, the first track would say, this is like a digital game for TurboGrafx. Please do not play it in your player. You might damage it. And then the second track just sounded like static, and that was all the programming, ones and zeros. And then every track after that was music. So you had CD quality music, but really, other than that, there was no special improvement. But the music at that time was amazing, because if you think about it, you went from, 8/16-bit sound to full CD quality sound, which... Oh, and it also had there was a Sherlock Holmes game too for it that had recorded video. So back in that day, it was like, oh my god, just mind-blowing. But they were kind of bluffing with it. But yeah, these days, the only game that I'd be interested in playing right now would be that Doom Eternal. That I would definitely go for. I just kind of don't... I think I kind of just grew out of playing games for some reason. Especially after that whole 3-year journey of, like... It was like, once I got involved in creating video games, I just lost interest in playing them. I don't know why. Half-Life 2 and Eternal. Half-Life 2 and Doom. Half-Life 2 was, dare I say it, a game changer. Oh god, I am going to hell for that one. It was amazing with that one. And I remember the very first game mod I made, it was actually by request. It was for Postal 2. And somebody said they wanted mini nukes. And I made the mini nuke. So it just took the existing rocket launcher, and then I made an explosion that was shaped like a mushroom cloud. And all you do is you just amp up the explosive. Like, you literally just change one number from damage to like 10, or the damage radius, I forget what it was. But and you just change that, added some special effects, and away you went. I mean, these days they got like, man, like the new Unreal engines, so what is there? There's Unreal Engine, there's the Cry engine, which I don't even know how good that thing's doing. What other engines are there? There's Source, I'm so out of it. I was back in like Unreal Engine 2 I think it was Unreal Engine 2 back then. And it was a gong show. You'd have to recompile it every single time you'd make changes to the code. Like, and nowadays, you can like literally modding your level, or just the tools they have these days to make video games is insane. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, I'm kind of just guessing at what I recall hearing. Okay. Yeah, like you can basically get any engine for free. And I think you can even release your games for free. But if you actually want to use it and commercialize it, then you start paying your fees. Which is kind of, I think, what everything is now, pretty much. And I'm sorry if this turned into a long video. Oh, it's now over. Oh, last guy. And then I'm gonna get on to some N64. I'm actually currently in the middle of doing a CTF, capture the flag, but it's like hacking challenges. Not really hacking. I hate that word, actually. I hate that word. Well, when used in the wrong context, like I'm a hacker, you're a elite hacker or something. It's, no, don't hack me. But yeah, it has stuff like cryptography, reversing, stuff like that. Web challenges. All I know is, I mean, I work in the computer field, or well, in the IT industry, I guess. I work in computers. Okay, this is getting nuts. But yeah, maybe I'll do I'll do something on Postal 2 or Eternal Damnation. But yeah, it is embarrassing. I mean, I was out like a year before it was all done. But I used to actually do work for Ryan Scissors. I did their website for a brief period. Just maintenance, updates and stuff. Vince Desi, that guy was awesome. He was awesome. He was the guy who stroked my checks. I think I had a chance to meet him. I kind of did, but I went a different direction in life without him. I regret nothing. I even got to the guy, I got to speak with the guy who did Postal Dude's voice. That's the name of the character. I got to speak with him on the phone. And, you know, he was just talking to me. We talked for hours about everything from, like, just everything. Like religion and all sorts of just crazy stuff. I don't know why I used that as an example. Everything that was out there we talked about. And I was like, give me some Postal Dude. And he literally just went into character. And I was talking to the Postal Dude. Like, imagine getting to be able to talk to your, like, favorite video game character that, like, whoever your favorite video game character is, imagine being able to talk to them on the phone, like, in voice. It was surreal. And, like, at the time, I mean... sounds like the fireworks going off. Oh, that was my mouse. That was my mouse. I swear to God, it got hung up. Of course, always blaming on the hardware, right? I need a good screenshot from this. And the black holes start coming out. Ah, okay. Good enough for me. What? I swear to God I was dead. This video is getting too long. The YouTube is not gonna like it. Nobody's gonna watch it. And to be honest, you guys, I'd love to actually do like a proper YouTube channel. Right now, all I do is just random whatever when I'm bored. And it was interesting too, because you can watch, because like, different people and different things. And then if I started doing stuff that I was interested in, it's like, you can just watch your stats go down. Because like, people didn't come there for that. You know? Like, I know if, well, I'm going to put up this coding challenge when I'm done. But, there we go. Ta-da! That's Gridwars 2. Let's get out of there. Anyway. I'm going to go get something to eat. And then, see what I can come with after this. Anyway, that was for you, dude. I forget your name already, but you know who you are. Alright. I'm getting out of here.